let's talk about how each letter is written depending on the position in the word, okay? So the first letter is alif. Now, this is the independent form or the standalone form. So if we're just writing the alphabet, we're going to write alif like this, okay? So in the beginning of the word, alif is written just like the independent form, okay? Like this. In the middle, like this. And in the end, just like the middle. Now, ba. In the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Now, I need you to understand something very important. This part, let's call it an extension. This part is not part of alif here. It's not part of alif. It's part of the preceding letter, the letter that precedes alif in the word. We said that alif is in the middle of the word, so it's got to be preceded by some letter, okay? At least one letter. So this extension here is part of that preceding letter, not part of alif, okay? So let's have an example. The word ba's, meaning grit or strength. In this word, we have ba followed by alif and then followed by sin. So this part here, this extension of ba is part of ba. It's not part of alif, okay? Let's call it an extension, a horizontal stick, or even a dash, whatever you like. Remember, this part is part of the preceding letter of alif. It's not part of the focus letter or the main letter we're talking about, okay? Let's continue. Ta. Remember, we said ta is like ba and fa, so they're going to be written in the same way. So ta in the beginning, like this, in the middle, and in the end. Fa, same way. Okay. Jim. And jim in the beginning of the word is written like this. Now, jim in the middle and jim in the end. Jim in the middle. It has this extension before it. So this is part of the preceding letter to jim. And it has this. It's part of jim. And the letter that comes after is going to be attached. Okay? And then we have ha. It's going to be written like jim. And in the middle. And in the end. And the same thing applies for kha. Okay. Then we have dal. Dal in the beginning is just like the standalone letter. In the middle. And in the end. Dal. Just like dal. Then we have ra. And zay. It's okay to write zay like this. In the middle. Let's have another example. Okay, so we have the word aruz. What's going on here? This word has alif, ra, zay. Why did we write ra the way it's written? Although you just said ra is written like this. Where is this part? Remember, we said that this part is part of the preceding letter to ra. Okay, so if this part doesn't exist in the preceding letter, we will not write it. So let's go back to aruz. We have alif. Alif doesn't have this extension. Alif is written like this in the beginning of the word. So we will not write this extension. This would be wrong. And then we have zay. You just said that zay is written like this. Where is this part? Well, this part, as we said, is not part of zay. it's part of the preceded letter. So if the preceded letter doesn't have this extension, we will not write it down. Ra doesn't have this extension, so it's not going to be like this. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Let's continue. Sin, in the beginning, it's like this. You see what's going on here? In the middle, and in the end. And Sheen, in the beginning, just like Sin. In the middle, and in the end. Next, we have Sod. Sod, in the beginning, is written like this. Let's underline this. In the middle, in the end. And then Dod, just like Sod. Don't forget to write this little tooth here, okay? It's important. Then we have in the end. Then we have Ta. And you may notice that Ta already has this tail or extension, so it's going to be written in the beginning like this, and in the middle, and in the end, the same as the middle. And Va will just follow through. And then we have Ain, and in the beginning it'll look like this. And in the middle, if the letter before Ain has an extension, it's going to be written like this. And if the letter before Ain doesn't have an extension, it's written just like this. And in the end, if the preceding letter has an extension, Ain is written like this. And if not, like this. And Ghain. And then we have Fa. Fa is going to look like this. And in the middle, in the end, Qaf will be just like Fa. So, in the beginning, middle, and in the end. Then we have Kaf. And Kaf is going to look a little different in the beginning and in the middle of the word. It's going to look like this. Okay? And in the middle, the preceding letter, and Kaf. Lam. In the beginning, Lam looks like a right angle. In the middle, and in the end. Okay? Mim. I wrote these two forms because you may see either one anywhere. Okay? So in the beginning, we have Mim like this. In the middle, and in the end, or like this. Okay? Then we have Nun. Now you may try to guess it. Pause the video. Okay? Then we have this. And then we have this. Then we have Ha. Ha in the beginning looks like this. In the middle, it has this flipped infinity sign or an 8. And then in the end. Then we have Waw. And Waw in the beginning, just like the individual form. In the middle. And in the end, just like the middle. And finally, we have Ya. So in the beginning, it's like this. And in the middle, like this. And then in the end, the extension with the extension of the preceding letter. Okay? Let's have some practice. I'm gonna break down some words into their own letters, and I want you to rewrite these letters in the correct form, okay? Let's go. فجر. ملح. قلب. بيت. أرض. زرع. Okay, I need you to pause the video now and practice and do your best, and then unpause the video to check the answer. Okay, how did we do? The first word is فجر in the correct form. Check the previous part of the video to see for yourself, okay? فجر, ملح, ميم, لام, حاء, and فجر, فاء, جيم, راء, and then قلب we have قاف, لام, and باء, so and then بيت, and then أرض. Remember, we had an example just like أرض. So أرض, ألف, independent. راء, it's not going to have any extension because ألف doesn't have one. We said extensions are part of the preceding letter. And then ضاد, there's no extension because راء doesn't have an extension. And then زرع, can you guess it? It's exactly the same as أرض. The same pattern applies. زاي, راء, عين. ألف, راء, ضاد. باء, ياء, تاء. فجر means dawn. And ملح means salt. And قلب means heart. And بيت means home. أرض means ground. And زرع means plant. Let's have another practice. طلب. وعد. ذيل. نسر. غير. So pause the video now and try to solve these. Let's go. طلب, طاء, لام, باء. And then وعد, واو, عين, دال. And ذيل, ذال, ياء, لام. And نسر, نون, سين, راء. And غير, غين, ياء, راء. طلب means request. And وعد means promise. ذيل means tail. And نسر means eagle. And غير mean other or another. So that's it for today. I hope this was easy for you. Next, we're gonna shed some light on each letter, how it sounds, how it's pronounced, with some examples. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like the video. And we also have an ebook for the Arabic alphabet. If you like to have it, please enter your email in the form we have in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.